When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome everyone to Palo Alto, California, the farm and the home of the Stanford Cardinal. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Stanford Cardinal. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Rainbow Warriors' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. He'll bring it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Cardinal offense will take the field to get things underway. And guys, defenses have been trying to figure out for years how to keep this guy from getting open, and they just can't seem to solve the riddle.
No, this guy has experience. He's been in the big moments, and he's
turning it on. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. Stanford quickly to the line.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football.
Breaks away on the left. His defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. The Cardinal might go right back to that ground game after the huge run. Handoff from the gun. Finds a little space. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. And now they've moved into the red zone. They're threatening to score and they'll throw it. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Misfired on the last play, they'll go back to the air. This time it's complete. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. On third and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And they don't get 7 on that opening drive, but they get 3. And this place is rocking. Night games are always so loud, so obnoxious, and these fans, they get something to cheer about with that first offensive possession.
So Hawaii's offense will have its first possession of the game. It's not always easy to know what you're going to get when you come into a new situation as a transfer, but one thing, David, that will translate for this guy, when there's a hole, he knows how to hit it.
Yeah, and how nice is it to have a guy, man, you know exactly what he is, who he is. He's been around your program. He knows the lessons you want him to teach. He's the guy you want him to be. And now he gets to step in as a senior with all that experience and lead this squad.
Yeah, and David, he's worked so hard for this moment too, right? This guy put his heart and soul into the off-season workout program knowing this day was inevitably going to come. He's going to have an opportunity in this game to stat it up. He's going to get the ball early. He's going to get it often. A lot of people really excited to see how he plays in this one.
And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. The Rainbow Warriors getting set on 1st and 10. Makes the grab. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Wants to go up top. On target. Down to the 26-yard line where the tackle is made. Pick up a 5 and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll keep it himself. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Quickly complete. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Snags it into the end zone. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all off-season to get on the same page. You can see he hits him in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Going right to work up top. Got his man on the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Complete. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Got a wide open receiver. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. Stanford wants to push the pace.
And I don't know as a defense on 3rd down how you let that guy be wide open. You can let the tight end be wide open, maybe a running back leaks out. You're not letting one of the best wide receivers in all of college football be that scot-free. That was just way too easy for the offense.
Back to pass on 2nd down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Stanford at the line, needing to convert on 3rd and short. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. This Stanford offense is humming, set up with another 1st down.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell, ran with purpose, finished.
Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. Stanford now has it in the red zone. Motion from the wideout. They'll throw it from the red zone. Going for 6. Touchdown, Cardinal! Made the grab in the end zone for the score. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Quarterback making checks. Wants to throw on 1st down. Lost one deep down the right side. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Warriors!
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the 2nd. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Stanford has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
He's got him. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it. Third down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Using the quick game. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Stanford going back to work with another 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes the grab on the left. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Stanford with a lot of options here on 2nd and short. From the gun, the ground game. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Offense working from the pistol. Motion from the wide receiver. Might as well give it to him again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Trying play action. It's caught. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. The Cardinal come to the line facing 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. This kicker brags that he can kick an 80-yard field goal. He'll settle for a 59-yarder here. And he rushes it right through the uprights. It's good from 59.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Here comes the heat. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, he makes the catch. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. And the Rainbow Warriors will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Quarterback on the keeper. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. Trying to power it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Hawaii!
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
Got his man out of the backfield. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to go up top on first down. Pulls it in. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line. Warp speed for second down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's out across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and execution continues to be key. Stanford at the line, needing to convert on third and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Fires to the big fella. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Hauls it in. On the move to the 30. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. To the air on first down. He's got his man. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. After that last completion, it's second down. Off play action. Fires to the wideout. Complete in the middle. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Looking downfield on first down. He wants it all. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to pass. It's complete to the right.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
Wants to throw for it on third and goal. Here's a heat. Looking to get it in. And he murders into the end zone. Touchdown, Stanford!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
On the run from inside his own 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Grab behind the line. It's Miranda. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Second down, they'll go to the air. It's complete. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. He might want another play. Wants to throw on third down. Going deep. Snags it inside the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Hawaii!
This offense looks like they're in a rhythm. Whatever they've been dialing up here in the first half, they've had a lot of success with. You saw it on that last drive here at the end of the second quarter. Scoring a touchdown, they're going to be difficult to stop in the second half. The defense needs to start making adjustments.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Palo Alto. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. With that said, let's send it back to the guys on the farm.
Stanford will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. Bringing the heat. Takes a hit as he fires. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Pass completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
Looking to throw on first down. Got it inside the 10, and he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors! And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Oregon State looks like it sent the JV squad out there today. An offense that can't move the sticks and a defense that looks awful. So unlike this program.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Now the play fake. Fires to the right. Quickly complete. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. And when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. Snagged out of the air. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover and pick up the first. The run to the left. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Shoots it to the left. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down. This Stanford offense moving quickly down the field. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back, fighting off the defender.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
From the gun, the running back has it. Oh, he's got a chance. Oh, he got loose. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. First and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. He'll pull it on the read. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Offense trying to pay it off on second and goal. They'll send the back in motion. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Touchdown, Cardinal! Quick strike through the air for the score.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he's coming out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Pressure coming. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Throws to the wideout. Got his man. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. The Rainbow Warriors come to the line with a fresh set of downs. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. And the Rainbow Warriors pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Using his legs, it's Denson. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Unleashes to the end zone. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Warriors! If this dude were a kitchen knife, you would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Wide receiver going in motion. Snags a quick pass on the left. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. So now it's 2nd and long. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. At the 40, there he goes. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Stanford fresh off that big run going back to work. Wants to throw on first down. Flips it out to the back. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. They'll run play action. Fires to the middle. Hauls it in. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Finds his big tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Plucks it out of the air. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They'll give it to the back. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. A huge chance for points here on 3rd and goal, and if they can get it in, we might have ourselves a finish. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on 4th down. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Stanford!
And how How about this offense? A big situation on 4th and goal, and you trust your running back. You trust your offensive line. You trust the physicality of this unit, and they reward that trust, and they punch it in for 6.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David, if they can add... Oh, he's got some space. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. After the setback, the offense gets set for a 1st and 15. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the grab. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. He'll do it himself. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Rainbow Warriors are moving quickly down the field. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. The defense uses a timeout. They want to make sure they have the right call here. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have any.
The play action fake. And the misconnection on 3rd down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the... He's got it! First down and more! Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. And the Rainbow Warriors have it with a 1st and 10. Give to the back. There he goes! They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground, he's got it again. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. And a chance, perhaps, to salt this game away if this offense can pay this off with a late touchdown. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. You work all offseason for that, the chance to take a knee and punctuate an opening victory to this season. The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week, and for the first week, they get it done.
That great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season, but 1-0, that's where you want it to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. But if you're the coaching staff,